Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly senior citizen here. How did that? I hadn't put that back up. Or at least I thought I hadn't. Oh well. I'm glad it's back up there. Anyway. Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this. Is there an intro to today's video? I honestly have no idea at this point. I'm feeling kind of really depressed today, which my biochemistry, it happens. That's why I need to get back on antidepressants. And my bloody wrist. It had been doing great. I don't even know if I think if I wore it, it was only at small points yesterday. I mean, I can't remember if I wore it yesterday morning, but my wrist has been feeling good, and that's good. Lowering myself into my chair. Now, if we imagine this as the arm of the chair, coming from the side, you know, I don't just grab like this because I'm standing up. I was holding on to the arm of the chair basically like this. Putting my weight on my hand like that, well, and then my arm going up into the air, of course. So my weight wasn't like that, but was coming down sideways. Same thing, this arm. Oh boy, felt like a knife went through my wrist. So, yay. Still, it happens. I can't remember if I talked about this, where I'd said at first it must have been because I was doing my wrist exercises and, you know, I must have done something, so I need to not do my wrist exercises. The thing was, it had been about a week since I had used my 8-pound dumbbell to do wrist exercises, and then it started to hurt. So I actually don't know if that's actual causation, because not every time I've used the dumbbell to do wrist exercises have I had that happen. So I don't know if it's actually that I injured myself with my dumbbell, or, I mean, I've got nerve and muscle damage from my 15 years as a nurse's aide and just life. So I have no ideas. And as stated, of course, I've got carpal tunnel. This thing doesn't fit right, and so air goes and slides underneath the plate on this side occasionally when I talk, and that's what happened just then. It's a very disconcerting feeling. I don't like it. I had these things relined less than a month ago. Oh joy. Now let's see if I can remember what I was even talking about, but nope, I lost it. Yay. Thumbs up and welcome to my brain. Aside from the whole, I can't even remember. And I'm very sorry. Still, life is life. And of course, you have to be very careful. And I wasn't careful enough. I got very into what I was doing. I set my rice cooker, again, thank you so much, Mary Cashero, to cook up some rice. And it doesn't have the timer pops off. You know, you set it and then it cooks to its timer and then turns off the cook and then goes to warm. You have to go in there and manually set it. I got too wrapped up in what I was doing. And it was this close to burning onto the non-stick pad. And I don't know how to clean non-stick pads when they got nasty stuff burned into them, because you can't scrub it. You're going to tear the non-stick pad off. So luckily, a little bit of soaking, a little bit of light touching with the plastic serving thing, and the stuff peeled right off. So thank goodness I got down there fast enough. Too bad I went and took that long. Still, it's a great thing. Very good. It's just when you don't have the timer, make sure you pay more attention than I was doing. And I am very happy to say, in a way, I can't remember if I talked about this yesterday with my weight, but I had been going up and up and up and up and up, and while that's good and bad, I mean it is, you can't really look to a chart for your weight. That can give you guidelines, but it can't give you the individualized information you need for your body and your biochemistry. And so they can give you guidelines, but they can't be exact. And so whenever you go to a lot of doctors now, if you say, what's a good weight? It's like they say, well, your body is going to help you. Let's try and work something out. Instead of going, let's look at the chart. It's like, let's take a look at what's going on with you. So that's good. I had gotten up to 195, which is 35 pounds more than my lowest at 160, like 5 years back. I'm down to 190, which I still don't like, but that's probably the remnants of my anorexia, because I picked up anorexia when I got really sick and was throwing up. And so my weight was staying down because I wasn't even eating as much as my body wanted to, and my body still barely wants to eat. When I'm bored, I'll graze. But when I'm actually hungry is rare. So if I just actually listen to my body instead of my consciousness, I eat like once a day and not much. But I was eating even less than that and keeping my weight down artificially. Luckily, I've managed to overcome most of my anorexia. I think I've got, just like I said, just that tiny hint, but past that, I barely even feel it, so I think I've managed to overcome it, thank goodness. So, a very good thing. But I don't want to get heavy, because the thicker your abdomen, especially as a guy, and especially as you get older, the more fat you pack into your abdomen, the more fat you've got tucked in around your organs, and that's very bad. That's a bad fat to have. You do not want to have a thick abdomen. And as thick as our abdomens are getting in the United States, that's really a bad thing. That's super, super bad for you. And I've got, a lot of loose skin there, so it's hard to tell how much of my body that I can grab is just loose skin and how much is the fat layer underneath the skin. Because when I'm at 160, I've got so much loose skin that my belly I've got basically an apron that hangs down. I'm like a half melted wax figure, literally. I'm at a weight right now, ow, my neck hurt. I'm at a weight right now where I don't have as large of an apron, and it only hangs down and has skin to skin contact in one or two spots instead of all the way across. Don't know if I like that. Apple shaped man, thick abdomen, not good. So that's what I'm fighting right now. The fear of cardiovascular disease on the one hand, and on the other, I don't like, of course, the malnutrition and all that, where I need nutrients, I need to eat, but I don't need the empty nutrients that just go straight to your belly. But it's so hard to get proper nutrients. Yay! Oh joy. But life is life. Oh, there was another thing too. Oh yeah. Well, actually there's a couple things. They're all minor. Well, one of them really minor. Really, really minor. One thing that has made me sad is, I poured my heart out in yesterday's vlog about finding the beauty in death, and not a single comment on it. And that made me so sad. But life is life. And also though, I figured out, I have on my bed, as stated, a blanket, fleecy, quilt, fleecy, quilt. And I was too cold the other night. So last night, on top of my second fleecy, I put a bath towel, and then I doubled over the topmost quilt. So it's like two quilts and a bath towel instead of just one quilt. Oh, it was so toasty. It was very nice. Not so warm that I sweated. I mean, aside from, we are basically, our bodies are leaky bags of chemicals. So you're leaking constantly. So we give off fluids through our skin, our mouths, from our lungs, our eyes, our ears, every port including everything down below. So, yay, there's fluid coming out of you whether you wanted to like it or not. So that happened, but none of the extra fluids of extra sweating from heat. So that was unnecessarily gross, but I'm just trying to say it was really, really warm and I wasn't sweating. There. I didn't have to go into the deep parts of anatomy and physiology. I didn't have to say, well, don't worry, we all do gross things after all, and then talk about that. I could have said it so simply. But life is life. Still, it was nice. It was good. And unfortunately, last night I didn't go walkies again. And that was bad. Especially since I have discovered that if I eat really bad food, highly sugary stuff, I fall asleep. That must be my insulin sugar crash. Because I showed off that birthday cake that somebody had made for me, had made for me at the local Safeway bakery. I picked it up, and the other day I had some slices of cake, fell asleep afterward. Last night I finished off the last of the cake. And oh my God, like an hour later, I was physically fighting to stay awake. I mean, literally physically fighting to stay awake. I even tweeted about it, going, oh my God, sugar is so bad for me. Because, yeah, I have gotten to the point now where as much as I eat garbage, I also eat not garbage, because I'm also worried about my body and my health and my cardiovascular system. So I go through periods where I eat junk, but then between those periods, don't eat bad things at all. I'll just have pure vegetables or pure whatever that's, rarely any processed stuff in it, and that can mess your body up so that when you do take in the bad stuff, it just goes woomph and bottoms out blood sugars, and you have to take a nap. So yay. But I fought through it, and I don't eat cake very often because I could live on cake. I like it. I'm a human being, so good on that. But yeah, it was nice. It was really nice, though. It was a delicious cake. It was very, very good. I'm glad I ate it. But oh boy, oh boy, was that a hard sugar crash. Hokey smokes. So I need to eat less sugar. So saying, because I also, when I go out walkies, will want to make sure that I can get home properly. And so I'll occasionally have a sugary snack on my way back, just so that the sugar rush will make sure I glide back home. I gotta not do that. That's not good. But life is life. Thumbs up for that. Hey, we all have to live somehow. There was more. I mean, my life has not been really big and all that. It's just a tiny, tiny life, and life is okay. I mean, one of the reasons, as stated, I didn't go walkies, stated that I didn't go walkies, but the reason that I didn't do it is I've mentioned before how my kitty cat is spending most of her time outside. But she still has periods where she's coming in now more often and then spending hours and hours and hours and then leaving again. So she did that last night, and I didn't want to leave when she was ready to be in here with me. I love my kitty, and I want to spend as much time with her as I can have because, she's getting so bony. Her entire back. You can feel all of her vertebrae. So she's getting old. I mean, she's like 17. She's not going to be one of those cats that live to be into their 20s. Unfortunately. It'd be nice. I've given a big piece of my heart to the cat. And there's a lot of symbolism with it too as well, because Amelia had readopted my wife and I and spent a lot of time over in our house with us. So there's that tie of the cat also represents my wife. And even though she's gone, coming up on, well, she was in 2014, March of 2014, so 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 6 years. So time flies when you're having fun. I have been in stasis and in sleepwalking for a long time. It's nice to wake up. It is very nice to wake up. It's also, I was going to say like distressing, because now I've got more time I need to fill. And so that can be disturbing. But I've also opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them afterward. Right now I'm just thanking you for having left me a comment. Good, bad, indifferent. Thank you for having taken the time. I'm not reading them right now. I just said that, didn't I? So if I mispronounce a username, I'm very, very sorry. And if I get lost while I'm counting, count on that. You've already seen me lose track of what I'm talking about several times, so don't be surprised. And normally I say that differently, but I got lost there and have forgotten everything that I was doing. So we have some guy named Jamie, greatly appreciated. And Zartense, thumbs up and thank you. It's Sully, thank you very, very much. Taylor Means, greatly appreciated. Ice Damon, thumbs up and thank you. ASAP Frostbite, greatly appreciated. Andrew Yount, I believe that's how it's pronounced, thumbs up. Belegda, thumbs up. Xavier G, greatly appreciated. Kathy Kitscat, thumbs up, and I am so sorry you have to deal with all that. Isabella Santos, greatly appreciated. Sebastian Ferris, thumbs up and thank you. Nick Gerard, thank you for the advice, greatly appreciated. Rob Rice, greatly appreciated. Nick, I already said Nick Gerard, didn't I? Yes, thank you again, though. But Bailey Snyder, thumbs up and like that. Oh, it's Jeremiah. Thank you very, very much. And then we have President Davis, greatly appreciate. Kieran Slipknot, Iowa fan. I'm glad you're out of the hospital. Hope things are going well. Colin Reisenauer, greatly appreciated. Paladin Walliam, thumbs up and thank you. We have Maximilian, greatly appreciated. And Mustafa Alkan, thumbs up and thank you. Odin Joel, greatly appreciated. We have Huggleston, greatly appreciated. And last but not least, Quality Breasts. Thumbs up for that. Not everybody has absolute high quality breasts, and that's okay. They don't need to be, whatever standard of beauty. As long as they function as designed, then you have quality breasts. If you're talking about like movies or porn, then, well, yeah, that's different. But that's a different quality, a different standard. I don't know where that one came from. Well, what right do I, as a guy, to talk about quality breasts? Anyway, though. Oh, yes, if you could check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. Very, very much so. All of my Patreon.com patrons here are one of the main reasons I can actually pay my rent, keep a roof over my head, feed myself and my animals. Thank you all so very much. Now, if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now to the literal end of time. A very good thing. Yep, I mentioned it before, where for 12 years I spoke in a higher register for my wife, and I think after 6 years I've finally relaxed enough where I'm not artificially bumping my voice up higher so that people can understand me better, and just letting it go down. And it's not a major difference, especially you can't hear it well just over the microphone, but I can feel it. It's down here and not up here. Anyway though, I got this video, another video, hopefully an intro for this video, I don't know. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and you have a very good day, and I'm going to do my best to not feel depressed.